Do you ever observe how certain individuals, despite having a stable job, always appear financially strained? Similarly, why do abundant athletes seem to fall into bankruptcy the moment they stop playing professionally? Undoubtedly, there exist numerous avenues for earning money, however, not everyone practices prudent financial management. They splurge on unnecessary expenses and subsequently face monetary constraints during hard times or when aiming towards significant ventures such as purchasing real estate or opting for early retirement. Having at least one crucial element is necessary to ensure that you are utilizing your finances wisely. This determiner happens to be a budget, the fundamental financial plan. Its purpose revolves around tracking and documenting how much money comes in, goes out, what it gets spent on, and ultimately saved for future purposes. As a demonstration, we will focus on the duration of 1 month. Assuming that you unite your allowance and earnings from part-time employment, suppose $2,000 is accumulated, this sum represents your income. What type of budget is recommended to ensure I am making wise financial decisions? According to experts, 50-30-20 principle, widely accepted. This means allocating half 50% of your income towards necessities, 30% on discretionary spending, and setting aside 20% into savings. If I were to adhere to the 50-30-20 guideline, how should my budget appear? Typically, individuals find it effortless to spend money but a challenge to save. Therefore, you must reserve the amount designated for saving first. In compliance with this rule, that indicates allocating $400 or 20% of your monthly revenue, $2,000 into your savings account every month. Only use your savings when absolutely necessary. This money can serve as a safety net for unexpected expenses or go towards big-ticket items in the future. Others save specifically so they can enjoy their golden years by traveling and having fun without work obligations. Be courageous to consider the future ahead. With your savings securely stowed away, it's time to assess your remaining budget. Set aside 50% of your $2,000 income each month or $1,000 expressly for vital expenses you need to fulfill without delay. In the future, you will have to allocate funds for essential expenses such as house payments, groceries, and medical bills. However, presently your requirements may comprise of clothing items, lunch money, or sporting gear, along with the possibility of owning a car someday. Moreover, it is recommended that up till 30% of your income amounting $600 can be spent on leisure activities every month. To put it differently, these are the things that give you pleasure but aren't strictly necessary. This includes expenses such as social outings with friends or shopping sprees. While your desires may be significant to you, they come second in priority after your essential needs and savings. In case your budget gets off track and you need to cut down on expenses, start by examining this particular category. Although some of your discretionary purchases may appear insignificant, their cumulative cost can be significant. For example, even spending only $3 at the vending machine each day could amount to a considerable sum over time. By the year's end, you would have accumulated roughly $1,000 that could have been used towards something fantastic. Thus, are you prepared to establish your own budget? You can get started by adhering to a few easy procedures. Firstly, identifying your earnings. My monthly earnings amount to this sum. In case you have multiple income sources, make sure to combine everything for an accurate calculation of your total monthly income. The next step is dividing it into percentages based on the 50-30-20 principle that allows determining both mandatory and discretionary expenses as well as savings allocation accurately. Step 3 involves prioritizing your spending by categorizing the items you currently spend money on. Once categorized, it is important to align your saving and spending habits with your newly established budget. Setting goals can be incredibly helpful in saving money. When you have something specific to work towards, such as a dream vacation or a coveted item, it becomes easier to stay motivated and focused on reaching your savings target. Perhaps you desire a sense of security for unforeseen circumstances. Determine the required funds and time frame to attain it. Identifying your monetary objectives serves as excellent incentive to adhere to your budget. Once you have established your budget and devised a plan to reach your objectives, it is time to bask in the reassurance that accompanies better preparedness for unexpected expenses life may present. It's important to keep in mind that although creating a budget is crucial, its purpose should not be solely limited as an end result. Instead, consider it as means of optimizing each monetary resource at your disposal. The goal is not to accumulate as much money as possible, but rather to save it in preparation for unforeseen circumstances and also experience the joys of life. Don't forget to subscribe and watch more at Capital Clarity.